Welcome back, everybody. It's day 3. Very subtle cut, so that I could make this into a highlight for the Twitching. I'm going to try and save all these VODs, because we'll be doing this for so long, just in case people want to watch it back. I might even upload it to my YouTube channel, unlisted, and like have the link here or something like that. But, welcome back. It's day 3. We did everything on the Citadel. Very exciting. So now... Get closer. Can we get much higher? There we go. So now, it's time to go explore the universe. I think we spoke to everyone on the ship. Actually, we definitely did not. We spoke to Joker and that's about it. Right?
Commander, something you need?
We didn't even speak to Joker, did we? What did we do? Did we speak? We spoke to Kaiden. And Dr. Chakwas. Right.
How's the Normandy performing?
Okay.
Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Okay. Also, Proto, I believe I saw you at the wedding. That was a cool kin, if it was you. Pretty sure you got to go, right?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're dealing with this, are we?
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we must be Paragon. Yes, it is mechanically relevant. How did I get up here? We didn't talk to anyone. I'm confusing post Eden Prime. Silly me. Yeah. All we did was a speech. Okay. And we do have to talk to everybody. It's me captain ship. So many codexes to listen to. When will I find the time?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Apologies for mouth noises if they are there. I'll try and get a handle on that. It's tough. I need a snack. I need a snacky snack to stream.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Don't think so, right?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I've already spoken to her. Okay. Slow elevator.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
I'm going to make this a little lighter, just a little. I was watching VODs again, and it seemed like the game was still significantly below my voice, except in gunfights, and I guess you just won't hear me talk during gunfights too much.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
She's such a sassy little sausage.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
If there's one thing I wish I could change about Mass Effect, it would be decoupling the Paragon Renegade system from mechanical stuff. So that I could actually always pick the option I want to pick. Because sometimes Paragon's a bit too sanctimonious, and sometimes Renegade is just a dickhead as opposed to evil. Or, you know, rule breakery.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I love how sharp a right turn it is from impassioned speech about the Geth to tell me about your pilgrimage.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Good info, good info.
See you later.
I'm not looking forward to the Codex catch-up. That's going to be a lot of me sitting here.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Glorious lore XP. Alright. I believe we have spoken to everyone except the requisitions officer.
Looking for supplies?
Sure am, buddy.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
What you got? Oh, if only I could buy Spectre weapons already. Striker, striker, striker. Heavy Hydra. Have to look at that. I'll keep stuff for now. Okay. Now, do I fake you out by looking at codex entries, or do we actually play the game? What do you think, chat? I think we play the game. I dare say that might be more enjoyable for everyone.
The second
We'll listen about the
species
Solarians.
to join the Citadel, the Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellion several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on. In the
Oh
early
my god, there's so
2160s,
many.
the Alliance began aggressive colonization
Alright,
of
just this
worlds
one.
in the Skillian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skillian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
Alright, that's enough torture for now. What side quests are we currently looking at? Hostage in Hades Gamma. Everything in Hades Gamma. Is Leona? No, she's an Artem Style. Stratus. And what that? Sentry Hockey. Okay. No, wait, this one. Hydra. Okay. The galaxy map. It's comfy here. Whoa. Oh, this is very, very, very fast. Jesus. I heard that. Yeah. Well, we're not doing that anytime soon. There's Argus Row, Hawkeyetta, Kepler, Gemini. Horse Edge. Okay. Artemis Tau. Hades Gamma is not currently available to us, so Argus Row it is. Is this how this works? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it doesn't change until... Is that right? Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Mass Effect 2 Galaxy Map.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing.
Hey,
Life
Ray.
support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Yeah, I don't think I should read every planet description, or maybe I should. People are probably going to listen to this passively if they're watching at all. Alright. Warning, level 2 heat hazard. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Is it a little too loud? I think it might be a little too loud. Let's lower this just a smidge. Okay. It is a hot surface. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel and with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove of concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Medgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Medgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. And we're landing on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're landing on it. Alright, it's a new day, so we no longer have to take Kaiden with us. Instead, we're going to take the shotgun sisters. What could possibly go wrong on the hardest difficulty of the game? Actually, I have to be careful. The Mako will probably explode very quickly if I don't focus up. Yay! Achievement! Okay. We'll go to transponder first. Some people really didn't like the Mako sections in Mass Effect 1. And I believe we can safely call those people cowards, because the Mako sections are very funny. What's my... okay. I have a sprint. I have my jump... well, booster. A main gun, secondary gun. Is there a way to zoom in? Pretty sure there's a way to zoom in. I don't know how you do it on keyboard and mouse, so I'll have to check. It's true, Idom. Or Idom. Every time. It's true, Dom. It's true. I'm sorry. I saw the IX and I was like, Idom.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, so do I.
It's a trap!
Oh, it's a trap! Get us away from these crazy bastards. Oh. The Mako is an excellent source of EXP because for some reason they figured you get full EXP for shooting things in it. And I'm all for it, to be honest. I think it's great. Who else is alive? Okay. Nothing. No, nothing. Okay. Yeah, good to see you, Dom. Hope you're doing well. You know what I love about these missions? It's the atmospheric drone in the background. Yeah. That doesn't get annoying at all. Dead as Disco? Is that a new game? I am not familiar. Or is it an old game even? There's an art to being a Mako driver, chat. Is it Mako or is it Mako? I can't remember in this game.
Redeploy.
It's a rhythm-based brawler. Sounds interesting. Demo lets you import songs, set the animation. I'd have to check it out if I remember after this stream. Sounds interesting. I do like rhythm-based games. I do like music. Music's pretty fucking cool. Did you ever play Audio Surf? Jeez, maybe I'm dating myself with that one. Lee and I used to play Audio Surf. At the same time, we would like play the same song and like count each other down to play it, and then just be like, whoa! It's very cool. Oh, memories. I have a huge soft spot for games that focus on incorporating the music somehow, even if they're a little scuffed. That's why I like No Straight Road so much. That is the definition of a scuffed game, but they try really hard to make the music part of the game, and it's cool. Although I don't love rhythm games like Osu. I don't hate them, but yeah. They exist, I suppose, is the nicest way of putting it, in my opinion. Crunch.
Moving out.
Yes, I would like to manually... I'm dead. Shield battery, high caliber barrel. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to see if there's any minerals nearby, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. So I'll just head south for a tiny amount of time. It'll become pretty clear pretty quick if there's anything to mine. It would seem the answer is not really. There's maybe like one deposit that I don't need, but... yeah. Alright. Return to the Normandy. Good hustle. Whilst I'm here, what is the keybind for zooming in on the Mako? Zoom level control. There we go. Wait, no. Make that right mouse button. Okay. Okay, cool. Is that an updated assignment? There we go. Find the downed med system in med ship in Hydra system. It was a trap. But we got out of it just fine. Alright. Tedious collectathon side missions. Turian insignias or emblems. For some reason they use two different names. Valuable minerals. We'll be doing this for a while. But not all at once. You'll be relieved to know. Alright, let's get back out there. There's more planets to look at. Okay. Varmalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Canrum is a small rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Canram was the site of the warlord Shiager's defeat by Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiager was a female warlord, and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiager's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim that they have the blood of Shiager. Survey. Found a signia. Scans of the planet Canram revealed dangerous levels of radiation coming from orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted further scans and discovered the remains of an ancient warhead marked with the Parthia colony insignia. So yeah, some of these planets you can survey, some of them you can land on. So you gotta check them all, just in case. It is worth it, we promise. Thear is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thear was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. Saiba is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen-helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. I can't remember if there are hidden things. I think there are hidden places in Mass Effect 1. But I'm just going to keep doing that until I know otherwise, I suppose. Okay. Anything in Phoenix, Arizona? Patashi is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Patashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. While scanning this planet, you detected a deposit of samarium. Aha! Carbonaceous asteroid. Give it to me. This asteroid is emitting a weak, intermittent signal at a frequency of 1,540 megahertz. Prothean data disk recovered. During a scan of the Phoenix System asteroid field, you detected an odd energy reading that Tali determined was Quarian in nature. She led a recon team into the asteroid field where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a Prothean data disk on board. Silsalto is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has no remarkable features. Tuntao is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 light years from Phoenix... No, what is AU? I don't actually atmospheric units from Phoenix. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Does anyone in chat know what the AU acronym is? Anyway, nearly 20 AU from Phoenix. The star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere makes the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide, with deposits of various light metals. While Tuntao is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling for the Argus Row cluster to land for discharge. AU. I think I used to know what that stood for. Maybe it's just astrological units. Maybe that's what it stands for. And it's just an undetermined distance in the game. Alright, what we got here? Let's go here first. I gotta be careful, I'm not invincible in this thing. Oh my god. Okay. I appear to have found something. Still sniper? Still sniper, okay. Is everyone leveled up? Didn't think so. Who is not you? Wow. Good luck. Okay. Okay, good. We're all caught up. Hello.
I know who runs this place.
Have you been here before?
No, but I was planning to come here before you and I met. This place belongs to a Turian scum named Taun Actus. It's a long story, but he's got something that belongs to me.
What is it?
Family armor. It's been with us for over 5 generations. Turian military took it from my father's father after the war. Somehow this ass wound up with it. I want it back.
We'll get it back. Now let's move.
Right behind you.
So normally, this is like one of his specific missions. It might be his specific mission in this game, but he won't tell you about it until you're friendly enough with him. But I guess you can wander into here, which is pretty funny. Hello. Okay. Lol. Lamau. So that's insanity difficulty. Jesus Christ. Where was Lessiv? Was it in this building? No. Okay. Understood. Okay, we're gonna have to be hyper careful if one sniper rifle shot kills us. To be honest, I can't quite remember how levels work in this game. I'm pretty sure everything's sort of tied to your level for the most part. And this is really just a symptom of me not having enough defensive yet, but yeah. Yikes, that hurt. That hurt a lot. There we go. Break yourself for me. We'll get out of this. Seasoned Mako explorer that I am, we'll get out of this. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's try this again.
I know who runs this.
Have you been here before?
No. It's a long story, but he's got
What is it?
Family Turian. Somehow this
We'll get it back.
right behind.
Let's sieve. Let's do that real quick. Let's level you up first. Okay, I didn't need to do that. Undo, undo. Yeah, we want that. We want better barrier. In fact, I want full strength barrier for Mr. Rex right now. Alright, let's see it real quick. Where did that sniper shot come from? Whew. I think that guy took practically no damage. That's a little concerning. We gotta play it real smart, kids. Real smart. Oh my god, these guys are so tough. They're so tough. How much EXP you worth? Yeah, that's what I... Okay. We might level up quite quickly if we do stuff like this. Alright, what do I need? More sniper damage would be nice, but more Spectre training would also be nice. %16 damage or 3. Oh, it's not even okay. I need to kill people when I shoot them with my sniper rifle. This is very important to my health. But also heavy armor would be good. Hold on. Okay. Need to get him his shotgun upgrade. What do we need from you? Probably this. Yeah. Okay. Woo! No wonder they one-shot me. Okay. It's easy, does it? Was it Ton who shot me? Just straight up? Come on. Damn it. Well, this is scary. Oh, no, kill him. Why are you blocked? Oh, Tally's dead. Oh. Tally's dead. Okay. That's 2 done. There's someone like right there. Rex. I'm begging you, dog. Help me out here. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to die. God damn it. Come on, man. Poke out. No. 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 I don't have the guns to be aggressive. No. Yeah. Oh. Run. So I'm afraid we're on streamer rules, which is I've made a terrible mistake and I must now play it out for the amusement of the stream. So we're playing it out. We'll see what happens. So far, so good. Oh my god. You know what I don't need? A fucking sniper rifle in the face. If that thing hits me, I'm dead. Yes. Yes. Okay, Ton Actus is up there, being a little Ton Actus-y. That's fine. We still have goobers to kill. Where are said goobers? That's him. Alright, Rex, can you... Okay. Are they all upstairs? No. Okay. Come on, peek out.
Shields disabled.
Oh! Oh! I think I died. I think I just died. And it like auto medkitted me. Yeah, that's what happened there. Okay. Okay. How close we do another level up? Yeah, we're not gonna level up again this fight. That's fine. I think they're upstairs, which is scary. Can you, like, get to cover there? Force their hand, big dog. I didn't panic, shut up. Oh, okay. I didn't panic. Nuh-uh. You can't prove it. You're not gonna rush us, right?
Let's finish him.
Oh god, I missed. Keep barrier up. I missed again. I'm not proud of this fact. There we go. Alright.
Rally round.
Expertly done, if I say so myself. Wasn't worried for a second. So that was a pretty tough fight. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes. For those who were not here at the start of this encounter, I definitely got one shot by the snipers, which is why when one rushed me, I panicked and pressed the wrong button. Yeah, no, I like straight up. It was Halo 3 Legend, or sorry, Halo 2 Legendary, New Mombasa. You know when the like jackals have snipers? It was that bad. It was just straight up. I peeked my head out of cover. It was over. Did I get any better sniper rifle? A hammer too? No, the hammer's a triple shot. Damn it. I want like a Reaper too at least. I can't give myself a triple shot. That's such a bad idea. High caliber barrel. Hammerhead's good. I think hammerheads are good for the chance to knock people over. I'll keep them for now. What are you using, Big Dog? Scimitar 2, that's pretty good. What are you using, Big Dog? Scimitar 2. You got hammerheads. Give you a high caliber barrel. Fuck it. Cool. Oh wait, I didn't put on the heavy armor that I leveled up in order to be able to equip. I'm trolling. I'm so bad. Okay. Armor plating's good. Shield battery, maybe. Okay. Alright, let's decrypt. Oh my god, it was slow. Heatsink's also pretty good for snipers.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Sorry, an old friend of mine who also played this game sent me a message today as soon as I got on. I was like, are you romancing Tali like a correct person? So, in case you were curious as to where they stand on the romancing in this game.
Let's get moving.
You lead, I'll follow.
You lead, I'll follow. Same person also really liked Riku from Final Fantasy X, so I'm sensing a type. You know what I mean? Tali and Riku, very similarly coded, in my opinion. Jesus, that was loud. Ooh, Jules 2. I wonder if that's any good. Give the hard. I'm decrypting while hard. That's what I'm supposed to, right? That's what this means. Oh my god, the button is slow. There we go. Are you better? More shields. Oh, you're hella better. Do you look bad? Nah, that's honestly kinda cool. Kinda cool armor. Don't think of any of that. Do you have any Quarian armor? I do not. Okay. Good haul, children. Let us depart. So there you go. That's our first scary combat. A good reminder to me that, yeah, I will die instantly if I'm not paying attention. Even if I am. Sometimes it might just happen. It is the hardest difficulty in an RPG game. So now would be a smart time to save. This is not a hardcore run. I said this before, but I'll say it again. It's not a hardcore run. We're not trying to fucking do this in one life. And we're not doing this with like only one save ever, so we'll just be smart as much as possible. Unfortunately, at the start of the game, a lot of it's going to be sniper rifle for me because the assault rifle just is not good early on with the RPG stats attached to how it shoots. Like, early assault rifles kind of fucking useless compared to a good old sniper rifle shot to the head. But later on, when you get a good assault rifle, it is monstrous in this game. Are the Mass Effect free multiplayer servers still up, I wonder? Probably not, right? I would love to play that with people. They are? Holy shit. Wait, Harpy. Wait. We could get people playing Mass Effect free multiplayer. It's actually fucking sick. It's that glorious Xbox 360 time period where they put multiplayer and shit they shouldn't have, but it was fucking good. Like, I still can't get over how much fun I had with the Mass Effect free multiplayer for so long. It was my go-to game for a long time. I actually don't like this minigame at all. Oh, I didn't read that. I'm sorry. Something about Matriarch's writings. The minigame, if you have a controller, for people who don't know, is a Simon Says, where you just have the 4 face buttons and it's like press this, press this, press this, press this. So arguably that game is better, but I still don't like it. I like what they did in future games. Man, I love Mass Effect 1, but also I can't wait to get to Mass Effect 2 and 3. I mean, obviously I can, since I'm doing a full lore, everything content run through the whole series, so, you know, I'll have to wait, but... Man. I should really play Andromeda. I should just get over myself and finally play it. Like, I did play it a little bit. But, I didn't get beyond the first planet. Or, well, beyond the first actual planet, not the tutorial. It had promise. It's not as if it was a straight up bad game. Just a tough act to follow for little old Mass Effect. Yeah, the open world thing really annoyed me, because it just made the game a bit scattered, shall we say. But I think I would have more patience for it now. I'm older and wiser, and curious. You failed me, Tally. Alright. How far are we from a level up? Not actually that far. We can maybe come back here sometime. You're curious what I'll think of it? You'll have to wait quite a while for that, but if I get around to it, I'll let you know. I played it at launch and bounced off it. I didn't commit to playing it fully. Alright. If there is other minerals here, it is not for me to worry about. Yeah, we were meant to come to this planet a lot later. Whenever Rex told us. Actually, I should talk to Rex. Give me a second. Are they the Riders? Is that what they're called? Sam Ryder? Is that the main character's name? And they're Pathfinders, I believe. This is like the N7 equivalent that they go for. Like, I know the premise of Andromeda. I vaguely remember chunks of it. But yeah, I didn't play a huge amount.
Shepard.
Alright, he doesn't care. Okay. Doesn't care, that's fine. I'm not mad, you're mad. That's fine. I'm not upset. Not at all. I'm not sure how true it is, but I heard that EA told them to dial it back with the alien designs because they were going for some real funky shit. And I think that really sucks. Yeah, it really fucking sucks, to be honest. If true. I don't know if it's true. I shouldn't just say things without verifying, but it's so fun to just say things.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, I'm selling all my ones. If you have a 1, you're getting sold. Getting sold. Sold, 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 sold. Oh my god, I'm selling 2s! This is tragic. This is unacceptable. Maybe those aliens be more fuckable. I'm not sure if it was to do with like companion aliens. Maybe, but specifically like the enemy aliens. I think there was concept art where they were much more fucky-wucky. Which would have been cool. The like main bad guys of the game. I mean, I'm not a news source. I'm entertainment. Isn't that what everyone hides by? I don't have to tell facts. I'm not the news. Vebinok is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, water, ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated loads of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Vebinok is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turian bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Vebinok. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of surface ice and ruptured shipping containers, spilling LOX across the surface. Before this evaporated and escaped Vebinok's weak gravity, it reacted to cause a widespread rust. I did not survey Vebinok. Survey. Scans from orbit have detected a deposit of cobalt. Hey, Proto, were you at the wedding recently? Did I see you? Was that you I saw? Did I spy a wild Proto? Oh, Hades Gamma opened up. How'd that happen? In the Hades Gamma cluster. Okay, well, we've done Argus Row. Let's go to Hawking Ada. Using the mouse for the galaxy map is trippy. It moves very quickly.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance,
Understood.
and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
So cool they got Bishop to be the voice. Lance Henriksen. Lance Henrik? Is it just Lance Henrik? I think it's just Lance Henrik. Tamahera has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahera had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. I gotcha. It's unfortunate. But also, the world at the moment, understandable. Things be rough. A metal-rich asteroid. While scanning this asteroid field in the Hawking Eta cluster, you detected a large deposit of palladium. Pretty sure I have to go to the moon. So let's do the others. A terrestrial world of average size, Canctra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin, with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. While scanning this planet, you detect cobalt. Tharapto is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. While scanning the planet Tharopto, you discovered a tiny moon with some odd readings. Further scans by Chief Engineer Adams revealed a destroyed escape pod. Your salvage team recovered the components and found a League of One medallion. Clendigan is an arid terrestrial, slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminium, with wide deserts of dust-fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. No, I'm not going to say aluminum. Shut up, Americans. Clendagon's most striking feature is, of course, the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. The Great Rift. Fucking love the world building they do in the planets, and if you actually pay attention, there's some cool payoff. Presop is the moon of Clendragon. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance has opened bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploitation will be complicated by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring is an area of intense star formation and too dangerous to safely travel. Presrop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. It's a nice skybox. Alright, we are here. And what does this way? You are not on the map. Why is that? I have a bad feeling about this. Very nice. Why was this marked? I should check. How do I heal the black hole? What is the keybind for that? Repair R. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank God they changed that. crunchy. Alright, chat, since we're scaling a mountain, who was your favorite companion in the Mass Effect Trilogy? I'm curioso. Oh, this is such a fucking dead end, it's not even funny. Oh. Talia, yeah. Never played. Okay, who's your favorite so far from watching? Legion? Knowing nod. Can't talk about him too much, but knowing nod. Hey, Tally's popular for a reason. Oh. Assassin 3? Ooh. Assassin, I believe, is pretty good armor. Let's find out. It's okay, actually. What does it look like? It's like black, right? No, oh, it's cool. Fuck it. Fashion before since. You're definitely getting more damage protection. High explosive freeze, kind of big. Always good to level up the grenade. Very nice. I can't in good conscience take a hammer 2 again. They're not good enough for what we're doing. Okay, so that's where we are. That's where we want to go. You know who I really like? Zaid. Again, we can't really talk about him too much because he's not in this game. That's for future streamers to, or future watchers to experience, but I have a bit of a soft spot for Zaid. Got a moment, Shepard. It's just reminiscing. Like a glove. Glove like. The front of the rover is crumpled in from the impact. A glance inside tells you occupants, probably a team of leading wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down to the furrows left by its tires, silent in near vacuum of space. Turian insignia. Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old fritter. It was marked on one side with the Macedon outpost insignia. Okay. I also liked Kasumi, but unfortunately, she got all thirsty for Jacob. And knowing what I know about Jacob, I was like, no, girl. No, you can do better. Oh yeah, this is Mako. You can't keep a good Mako down. We will find a way. Ah! Oh! Was I stuck in the orange? Oh god, I'm not gonna get this, am I? There we go. Damn, he's good. Looks like we're gonna be able to sell 2 very soon. 2s and below. Getting an awful lot of 3s. No minerals on this planet or moon. Alright, chat. Place your bets. Do I have enough charm to end this peacefully? Oh, just I say no minerals, there's gold in front of me. How much charm I got? 6, I believe. No, I have 9. I should be okay.
Heading to position.
Massive.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
He shouldn't have killed those investigators. This problem isn't gonna go away.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Alright, wish us luck.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
Kyle. Why are you being fucking insane?
Biotics can feel safe here.
Hey, do you have any, like, containers I can loot? I'd really love to loot some containers. Do you have containers I can loot? Hi, I'll negotiate peace in a second, but first, do you have any containers I can loot? Yes.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Oh, Avenger free. Hold on, could be good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's acceptable. I'll take that. Alright, separate question for those who have played Mass Effect. What is your favorite class to play as? Funny enough, in this game, I really, really enjoy being a soldier. Compared to, like, all of the fancy shit. Engineer fan? Fair enough. Engineer is very much like Rogue. To me, purely because it's tied to the quote-unquote lockpicking of the game. That's how I associate it in my head. And obviously the Infiltrator is just straight up the Rogue wall with going invisible and having sneak attacks and all that. How are we doing for shotguns, children? Well, we don't have any new ones, so fine. You liked Sentinel? Kaiden Alenko, the Sentinel. Tali Zora, the Engineer. Vanguard is whatever in this game. Vanguard in 2 and 3 is so much fun.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
Ooh. Oh, you shouldn't have. For me? Armor piercing rounds is good. Tech armor? I never really liked tech armor. I felt it was cringe. A very valuable critique, I know. Please don't all applaud at once. Yeah, I'll keep the anti-personnel runs on just in case. Just in case these per folk get uppity. Good luck.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
No problem.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
You did that. You did that job. Good job. That's what the dialogue. It's exactly what the dialogue said. Don't go back if you're watching us in the VOD. Don't read it. It said you did the job. You did a good job. That's what it said. I picked blue and I won. You too can pick blue and win. It's so weird playing this game on keyboard and mouse. You see why people like Tally? What do you see? What do you see, chat? Is it her winning personality? Is it her obscene hourglass figure? No, she's a very, very good character. She only gets better, too. Genuinely. She's cool in Mass Effect 1, but a lot of the characters really become super interesting as the games go on. If I was being mean, I would say the only one who... no, even Garrus. Garrus gets pretty cool. Kinda. He has like one thing. He has one thing that makes him cool. But yeah, Tally really benefits from having the whole trilogy to play through.
We can't trust the Alliance.
Armor for Rex, I believe. He's going to look fabulous in his white and pink. Hey guys, just stealing all your shit. Don't mind me. You don't need it.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
I don't think that's true. Running. Yeah, we had a small earthquake earlier. Very exciting. Tsunami warning and everything. Very exciting. Yay. Can't wait for the day when it stops being a tsunami warning and I just straight up get hit by a tsunami. That'll be fucking devastating. I live near the river. I'm fucked. I'll be hopping on my motorbike, trying to get to high ground and saying goodbye to everything in my house. It'll be delightful. Okay, what's our haul? We got some assault rifles. We got a storm shotgun. Nobody wants that shit. We did get armor for you that you can't wear. Yeah. Can't wear it yet. How cringe. Okay. Wow, whoops, wrong button.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm pretty good at this, I know. Alright. That's entry done. There's nowhere else here as of yet. So we've done Argus Row, we've done Hawking Etta. We're not going to any of the named places just yet. That's not how you play an RPG. We're going to Kepler Verge. Is it just me or does the Galaxy Map song seem very
Message
loud?
coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some information I thought you'd want to see, Commander. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
We found a connection between the scientists and you. They all worked on a classified project several years ago, on a cruise.
This can't have anything to do with what happened to me on a cruise.
Those Thresher Maws killed dozens of soldiers. If this was more than just an accident, we need to know. Commander, Shepard, what you do with this is up to you. I just thought you'd want to know. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Oop, that's the one you land on. We'll do that last. Clencori is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. Clencori is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kuman Shoal. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Clencori the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Shoal has been excavating on Clencori's toxic surface for 2 decades at great expense. No government has valued the world enough to evict his small army of mercenaries. Scans of the planet Clencori revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship. The salvage team discovered one of the matriarch's Dillinaga's writings in the ship's systems. Junecro is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its upper atmosphere. Like Uranus in the Sol system, it is tipped on its side, its north pole facing the star Newton. This gas giant appears to have a large concentration of hydrogen. Sesmos is an ice dwarf world, its surface composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally a planetoid, this small would not rate inclusion on the system's charts, but Sesmos' unusually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals has made it a popular subject for visual artists. The ring is a result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench and threw a great deal of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. I'm so good at reading. Is that sincere? Do you really mean it? I try my best. Okay. Alright. Though Ontarum's surface is uncomfortably hot, its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas make it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon of Thonol has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Ontarum's magnetic field is generating increased powerful electric storms. While some have suggested emplacement of Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all the Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. A multiracial effort is underway to catalogue and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Ontarum's vibrant young biosphere. Hexogeny Corp, Hey Yuan Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I read a lot. I have to, kinda. I'm an English teacher as well, so that factors into it. Alright, you didn't see it, chat, but I got an achievement for having Tally on 5 missions. I got an achievement for having him on 5 missions. So, we're shifting party members. It's time for the blowjob brothers to get it on. What was that for? Ah, for exploring more worlds. Okay. Keep the Reaper, bro. Keep it. Keep the Reaper, brother. Actually, you do need some sort of mod on it. You also probably need to be leveled up, huh? Don't need the accuracy. Heatsink, maybe? No, we'll give you a hammer with a heatsink. That'll be fun. Probably won't change anything. But yes, I do try to read well and clearly, particularly now that my job involves doing that. Especially since it involves doing that to second language speakers, so I have to be a lot more clear when I speak. So I'm glad. I'm glad that it seems to be working. Just don't ask me to read in Japanese. It won't be nearly as good. I can try, but it won't be nearly as good. They killed the Turian. Those bastards. It's unclear what happened to this Turian. He had an ancient paper book with the Bostra outpost insignia printed on the cover. Oh, thank God. No, wait. I don't want to crush anything. Excuse me. Okay. I'm a conservationist at heart. Writing? Writing kanji isn't that bad after a while. It's just pretty alien to us who use like a character system as opposed to pictographic. But you get used to it. It's quite fun. It's very rewarding to... I know it's not silly. I was gonna say I know it's silly. It's very rewarding whenever you can start writing kanji. And people are like, oh hey, yeah, that's pretty legible, good job. Because it's so different from what we do. In other exciting news, I'm officially Japanese enough that I was able to get a foreign language Switch 2 in Japan. For those who are not familiar, in Japan you had to have a Japanese Nintendo account and to have played on it for a certain amount of time. And obviously be living in the country and have a way of paying and all that stuff. But yeah, I qualified, so I bought myself a Switch 2. And I look forward to playing Pokopia. Don't do that. Wrong button. Son of a dingleberry. Alright, we gotta level up real quick. Oh wait, hold on. You got it. No, you don't have electronic shit. Well, you need that, at the very least. You have electronics. Oh god. Okay. Japanese exclusive Nintendo games? No. Well, I mean, I guess there would be. But no, it was a way for them to avoid scalpers coming to Japan and buying a Switch 2 for significantly less due to exchange rate issues. A lot of people didn't like it, a lot of foreigners complaining that we're being discriminated against, but damned if you do, damned if you don't. They would have been really pissed if everyone just sauntered over to Japan to buy a Switch 2 for like 100 or 200 quid less because of how weak the yen is, so... Yeah, real smart. Try to fight me with that dumb shit. Baka. But yeah, funny enough, the only reason I was able to buy the Switch 2 is because when I came to Japan, I made a Japanese account so that I could buy a Japanese version of a card game for the Switch 2 called Shadowverse. I was using that to try and learn Japanese for a while. It was quite good, actually. Card games are a great way to learn a language because it's all reading and you see it over and over and over again, and you get reasonably good feedback as to what's happening. It was pretty neat. I ended up playing a Necromancy deck. Holy shit, so cool. Anyway, you're banned, but okay. Very cool. Thanks for the viewers. Can't wait. Your cheap viewers. I mean, you can DM them. They're just banned. Go ahead, I dare you. Do I even want to fucking get Unity? When people die, they die for real in this game. In insanity mode, if they're dying, they're gonna die again. More sniper damage. Only the most sensible of upgrades here. Okay, good. Throw's good. Or not throw, warp's good. Combat armor's good. Upgrading his shotguns would be good. I think we go for unlock shotguns. And then make warp better. No thanks, you like your channel? Fair. I would say I don't understand why people view bot, but I absolutely do understand why people view bot, and it's unfortunate that people feel like they need to, or like it's a pathway to success. And it's also unfortunate that at times it is. Okay. High caliber barrel, fair enough. What you got on? Fair enough. Okay. I should save. We're about to go into a fight. I should save. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. I'm backing up. Garrus died. Rush him. Rush him, cowards. Rush him. That's so satisfying. What? Why? the sick, nastiest peas. They don't make them like they used to. Oh my god, I missed. No one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw that. Rex, get up there. No one saw it. Shut up, Chad. No one saw it. Slowly but surely. That's terrifying. Don't like seeing a sniper. Woo. No, no, no. Get back up there, Garrus. Or Rex. Gotta make this work so high. You know what? What is happening? Whoa, like writings. Medgel, 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 Medgel. The? Why am I using Medgel when I fire? Oh well. Just an added bit of difficulty to the game, I suppose. Something to do with right click and E, I think. Very strange. Okay. So sniper here somewhere, right? Yeah. Oh.
Charging up.
Making contacts.
You're so right, Garrus. Dunno. I can't even repeat it.
Patching you up.
Only one. Okay. Oh well, either I'll figure it out or it'll just be an added piece of difficulty to the run. It's fine. I'm assuming you tried to share a link. That is not allowed, I'm afraid. Hammer 3, are you crazy? If that was like a clip, that would also get caught, unfortunately, since that's technically a link. I am sorry. Need to level up more. Need to be getting higher level weapons. Like 4s, yes. Give me 4s. Gray. Give me the gray. Nah. Neither of those seem worth it. Maybe this is clickable. Okay. Fair enough.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
Shut up! You don't get to lie. You don't... Shepard? My God. Shepard, is that you?
Toombs? But you were on a cruise. I saw the Thresher Maw pull you under.
They took me, Shepard. The scientists.
You can't prove any of this. This man is delusional.
See, they were running tests on the Thresher Maws. They let those things hit us just to watch and study. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
Toombs, I didn't see anybody. If I'd seen you, I would have come back for you, I swear.
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
Shepard was at Aku's. That's all the proof she needs.
This man deserves to die, Shepard. For you, for me, for everyone else in the unit. Are you with me?
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
Toombs, if I could have helped you on Aku's, I would have. All I can do is help now. Let me.
Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Why am I so pink? Why am I so fucking pink, bro? Toombs stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here. Oh, it... Okay, no, it didn't. I thought it was going to shove me back onto the Normandy real quick. Okay, we have unfinished business here. Or do we? Maybe we don't. Okay. Raw minerals. Maybe she was just like really embarrassed that Toombs is still alive. I'm kind of like that. I blush unnecessarily. I fucking hit it. The slightest inconvenience and I start blushing. It's really fucking annoying. Palladium. Do you perhaps have some palladium? The vehicle gives you Halo vibes. I don't know. In what way does it give you Halo vibes? Anything in particular? Oh, the bounciness of it, like the Warthog. Fair enough.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure, and hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. I hope this helped you find some peace, Commander. Thank you. Fifth Fleet out.
Personal quest done. Okay, we've been to Hawking, we've been to Argus, now we've been to Kepler, Armstrong Nebula, Voyager, Gemini, Hades Gamma, Armstrong
Message coming in
Nebula.
from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Alright. 4 systems, 4 planets to land on. And that's the first one. Pregel is an enormous terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and ethane. Its surface is mainly composed of sulfur, with deposits of aluminium. No landing has ever been attempted. While scanning the planet Pregel, you discovered several marker buoys orbiting it. Chief Engineer Adams secured some high-res optical images of the buoys, which appeared to have been neglected for some time. Each one was marked with the Baetica colony insignia. Almos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium darkening its atmosphere. I definitely fucked up gas giant there. Alright, Magi. Magi orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M5111, over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Magi for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Fun place. Alright. There's a gap 5 post, so we'll do this stuff first. My aim is to cap off tonight doing the Liara mission, for those who are curious. But I want to visit all of the non-story systems first. So, we'll see. We'll see if we get there. I do have to be mindful of time, because I do have work in the morning, so... try my best to get what I need done, but my well-being should probably come first. Probably. Thorium. Probably. Perhaps. Perchance. Mayhap. Taboo. Taboo meat. Whatever game should I get in the Switch to, chat? If I'm getting Pokopia for myself, whatever games do you think I should get in the Switch to? Tomodachi Life? You think I can play Pokopia and Tomodachi Life at the same fucking time and not and still have any sort of life? I think you're insane. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hard suit computer can't identify the species. Must have been brought here from an unknown world. Is there really nothing at this anomaly site? That's what I thought. I'm stupid. This strange-looking sensor has some ancient graffiti scribbled on it. It appears to be marked with the Edessan colony insignia. I was thinking Xenoblade Chronicles X, because it was remade for the Switch 2, and I never got to play it originally. Funny enough, the last time it came out, I was in Japan, and I definitely did not have the Japanese to play it in Japanese at the time, on the Wii U. Yeah, I still have to make my way through the mainline Xenoblade Chronicles games. Particularly, I have to find the willpower to finish 2. Because I think they're cool games, it's just 2's a bit of a slog. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is like moments of really cool, transcendent awesomeness, and then inscrutable tedium. Like, I will never get over the gacha system they put in their single player game, which means that you have a very real chance of never getting certain blades in a playthrough. It's not cool, man. Every time. Damn. For me, the actual issue I have with the game is just how long everything takes. It's the same in Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to a degree. Obviously, they're both sort of like MMO-light styles of games, but they really stretched everything out for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in a way that's kind of frustrating, because you have the Not only do you have the gacha thing, but you have the real-time side missions that you can send your blades on and stuff like that. All of it is mostly optional, so I shouldn't really care too much, but yeah. Also, the English voice acting compared to the first game is very hit and miss, which is super duper unfortunate.
Now it gets fun.
Magnesium. Okay. Time to bully some Geth. Whoa. Also, from what I've been told, the Xenoblade Chronicles games do not run significantly better on the Switch 2. They're not. Obviously, they haven't been given the Switch 2 upgrade anyway, but yeah. Could be wrong, I don't know. It's just what I did or heard from a cursory online check. Delicious. Level me up. 2 away from max charm. Boom, 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 boom. What do I want then? Spectre training is really good, but I'm not really a powers kind of person. I think I master this, right? It says lower cooldown. It does not. Just increases damage. Okay. You are maxed out on the skill check, which is good. I think the hardware means that it runs stable on what it is, but just that it's not better, if that makes sense. Ugly? What are you talking about? What do you mean ugly? Whoa. What do you mean ugly? You can't just say that about Garrus. He has feelings too. So we're told. Okay. He had the reach, but you had the flexibility, I see. Fucking dived into Garrus's cloaca, did you? Insert Mulan quote about missing. Oh, yeah.
3 more of these outposts left to clear out? This should be fun.
Alright, good job, team. That's one. But yeah, I was thinking Xenoblade Chronicles X could be cool. Maybe Metroid Prime 4, maybe. I'm not convinced, if I'm being honest, but maybe Metroid Prime 4. Pomal is an enormous terrestrial planet with a very dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sodium. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sodium oxides and deposits of nickel. There is evidence that Pomal was once covered with broad, shallow seas. Should a probe ever be sent to the surface, a check for ancient fossil life might prove valuable. That'll be our last one. Matar is a terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere composed of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of copper. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Matar lacks a magnetic field. This makes it useless for discharging FTL drive cores in orbit. The energetic particles of solar wind from Hong strike the upper atmosphere directly, ionizing the krypton. This gives the planet its distinctive minty green-white hue. Theshaka is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. In the past, it was often used as a drive-discharge point for pirates raiding human settlements from the Terminus systems. In 2178, the Alliance set up a network of covert sensing devices on Theshaka's moons. It's spelled different. Recording pirate FTL exit vectors over the course of 6 months led the Alliance Navy to 8 major pirate anchorages. Since the Theshaka raids, no ships from the Terminus have been reported in the Hong system. It changed again. Haha, typo. Traegir is a tiny ice dwarf with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The frozen surface is mainly composed of water, ice, and ammonia. Cryovolcanic processes are gradually repaving the surface with sheets of fresh ice. We find some lithium. Can't bring that on the plane. Did I miss surveys? Don't think I did. I'm checking for stuff. This is strats chat, don't worry. Okay, we're good. Hope no one got motion sick. I did, Matar. Scans of Matar revealed debris from a destroyed Asari freighter. Further scans uncovered a body which was brought on board. Dr. Chakwas examined it, but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari's personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings. Fancy new Fugi art? Yeah. This was made by Topspin the Fuzzy, who is a frequent collaborator with Lithe Arrow. And it was made for a brief animation in Lithe Arrow's latest? I think it is still his latest video, the Marvel Rivals video. It's very cool. I'm very lucky. Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. Yeah, so hello, Micron. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm starting to yawn. That's not a good sign. Alright, do this first. Oh god, I remember this planet. It's, one to traverse. Oh god, no, too much points. Get me on that ridge and maybe I can make something happen. No. No. There we go. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Don't you do it. Don't you randomly bounce into the critter. Thank you. What's going on here? A beacon. Buried under the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thane. There's no indication of why it was hidden here, or who buried it in the first place. Don't do it. Get back in that ridge, Mako. Okay. I hit this one. Because you'll go all the way down here and inevitably you have to get all the way back out of it, so... But we are explorers. 'Tis what we do. Yes, salvage it. Okay, still on 3s. Okay. It's interesting to see the same game slowing down every so often. What's here? More gets? Certainly looks like gaff attack. That's enough of that, thank you. You ever jiggle peeked with a fucking tank? Like a real pro? Oh Jesus. One moment. No, the planet turret is all... Well, I mean, it might have been at point of creation, but no, in the game it's always the same, I'm pretty sure. The Geth array is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel using the Alliance's own FTL comm buoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed, nor the content of the signal.
Just lead the way.
I'm lead. That's where we are. But yeah, all of this terrain is consistent between games. Like different people playing the game. So if it was procedurally generated, maybe it was at the point of creation, but certainly not when you're playing. At least I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Once again, I'm not a news channel. I'm an entertainment channel. Ahahaha. Gold. Just, you know, trying to make sure I dig up as much of the ground as possible, destroy this ecosystem. Like a good explorer. Oh, God. Yes, this is why I should be looking where I'm dropping. Or driving.
That's number 2. Let's get to the next base.
Alright, on another level for our trouble. What level are we? Damn, third of the way. Okay. Well, sniper being maxed out's good. Don't need assault rifle for a while because it just isn't that good a weapon until late game. Spectre time probably. Could also get adrenaline and fitness. Maybe adrenaline is a play. Okay. Korean agent boy. Damping is whatever. And then you should be focusing on shotguns, I guess. Cool. Lovely, lovely gear. Lots of stuff to sell later. Two more to go, as Rex says. Tereshkova. A dark asteroid of mixed carbonaceous materials. While scanning the asteroid field in the Tereshkova system, you picked up on some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered was a League of One medallion. Very nice, very nice. Antibar is our landing zone, so do that last. Patamalrus's atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Patamalrus's atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Patamalrus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Patamalrus's atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to the -70s. Find some iridium. Yay. Hansalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. Hansalra's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Thegus is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. Thegus has a low mass for its size and is tightly locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the Terminator. We find Mercury. The metal, not the planet. Solmarlin is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system, and with the unstable elliptical orbits, it is thought that they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars, and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Solmarlin is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct grey color. Mawanor is the second of Tereshkova's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Solmarlin, It is thought that Mawanor formed too close to the Tereshkova stars and was thrown outwards by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Hello, Dr. Robotnik. Please do not blow up the moon. Thank you. Alright, nothing fishy. Antibar. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Should be 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Sorry, you'll need new plans. My man. Alright, there's our outpost, so we'll go here first. Let me guess, Thresher Maw? Whoa! If it gets too close, it can one-shot me. What is that? It's a Thresher Maw. It's dangerous is what it is. It's a fucking headache. Alright. Yeah, they're a headache. Especially on the highest difficulty. But we did okay. Also, I guarantee you the Mako is better than the Eggmobile. I'm sorry. I will not take any slander on this particular. Searching the ruins, you discover a Prothean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Thresher Maw's many victims. Delightful. Alright, well, we survived the worst of it, probably. Onwards to glory. 2 Fraser. Is there a time when you fight 2 at once in this game? I'm trying to remember. Maybe. It's possible. I'd really rather not. But it is possible. Generally speaking, being in the Mako is safe. It's when I'm out of the Mako that things are much more likely to ruin my day. Magnesium. Oh, it's just the border. Okie dokie. Too close to the bloody outpost. Oh, chum. Yeah, pattern recognition be a bitch. It's true. Ooh, we're getting into the 4s, are we? Okay, okay, I won't say no. Don't pull my arm. Pull my arm? Pull my leg. Yeah, that's cool. You can't think of anything funny today? That's okay, you don't have to be funny. You can just enjoy the show. It's a very laid-back stream. Time to put the fear of God in these people. Yeehaw. I missed. Who's shooting me? Stop it. Who else is shooting me? Stop it. Large and in charge death right there.
Just one outpost left. I'm going to miss slaughtering death like
Hello, Jack. What's up? Alright, I think we're good. One more to go. Fly into the sun. You can do that. In the map, anyway. Junthor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminium and deposits of nickel. surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carving said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on the base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." Scans reveal a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Jinthor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings. Prescia is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface of Prescia's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace has ever been found. Hello, Darkus. I'm doing okay. Getting a little tired, but to be expected. We land there, so that's last. Okay. Sagelrus is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. Dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material, pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Antirumgun is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Antirumgun has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings, blasted by Alliance frigate patrols, dot the surface. But always, the pirates return to grind their ship's drive charges, chip out some water ice, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Antirumgun's interior are a semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. Cobalt was found. Alright. Rayingri is a small barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid dubbed VATS by initial Salarian surveyor teams, I almost said salarymen, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Rayingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Rayingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorships of cruises to observe the spectacle. Stolen a moat, huh? Thief. I see. Even more exploration medals. Okay. Anomaly. Posts. I guess we'll start there. You did. You heard an achievement, yes. But you didn't get to see it. Ha 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 ha. Literally putting your doctorate to good use. Ooh, a Reaper 4. The scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Reaper 4, you say? Don't mind if I do. That's a big leap in damage. That means Garrus can have an Avenger 3 instead of his hammer. Okay. So that's that. We're going there. What if every character had a big ass forehead? Then they would have a big forehead. It's not the most profound hypothetical. The downed pod contained a League of One medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. I'm going the wrong way. I'm driving while tired. This is dangerous. Yeah? You want to continue that hypothetical? What indeed? Naginata. Ooh, look at it. It's beautiful. It does damage. Yummy. And some shiny weapons. Scimitar 4 is huge for or not. Yes. Take a high caliber 3, you've earned it. Alright. Come on, you black and tens, etc., etc. Oh god. Garrus. Ah, that particular problem. Like,
Time for payback.
good job, Garrus. You did it. Alright, where's my lootable containers? That's why I'm here, and you know it. More spawned in. Ooh, Survivor 5. Very nice. Yeah, it's worth it. Oh, it's ugly though. No. Tragic. No good armor for you. No good armor for you. Understood. Proton rounds. Fancy. Oh. Actual get scary. Don't you dare.
Shepard's been hit!
Whew. Alright, get in there. See what you can see. Wait a minute, Garrus, why do you not have your sniper equipped? What did you see? Okay. God, it's so hard to hit snipers. Heads sometimes. Oh, fuck. Okay. Whew, that could have been bad. Wait. Alright. I think we got him, Commander.
Rally round!
Did I miss anything? I did. What, these camera smooshes? Okay. Seems I've cleaned the place out. Oh, when running? Yeah. Okay. Are we done? Nope.
I expect one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold up. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission.
There's one more.
I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
Still need to go here as well. Okay. Damn, combat sensor 2 is still the best. Okay. Give me minerals. Nah, I missed my window. Thorium. Okay. Bless you for trying, but you don't have to be that active in chat, Dr. Robotnik. Don't worry. Calm down.
Let's get moving.
No. Oh, am I gonna fail? Nah, never. Alright, one more to go. I know we already said that, but this time it's really one more to go, I promise. The secret fifth system.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answered the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Benda has a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and chlorine. Though technically classified as a terrestrial world, the surface of the planet has never cooled enough for a crust to form. It is a global sea of molten rock. Like Zahirux, its atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind. Once its thick atmosphere is gone, Benda's surface will be a mere 400 degrees centigrade. Scans of Benda uncovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a League of One medallion. Zahirux's nitrogen-argon atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind of the blue giant Grissom. Its surface consists of seas of loose silica dust, some kilometers deep, which periodically swirl into global sandstorms. Many unmanned probes to Zahirux have been lost over the years. Though investigation has attributed all to mechanical failure or computational error, a popular extranet meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology, created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Protheans. According to the story, Zahirux's silica dust is actually disassembler robots, which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discounted by every reputable scientist, this theory has been popularized by a series of sensationalistic texts by Asari author Delse Orthisa. While scanning this planet, you detect a large deposit of beryllium. Cool. Asteroid belt with nothing in it. What is this? Notenben is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Molecular nitrogen is present in the highest levels of the atmosphere, giving the planet its odd violet tint. The upper levels of Notanban's atmosphere are inhabited by shoals of tiny ammonia-based life forms, no larger or more complex than the plankton of Earth's oceans. Held aloft by air pressure and wind, these bioluminescent creatures constantly flee from the approach of the Terminator. Should they be exposed to the light and heat of Grissom, they die. Warning. Level 1 heat hazard. Solcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notanban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notanban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Solcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by Citadel races. Alright, last one for the day. Let's get her done. Someday I'll remember that key binding. There are several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for one of Matriarch Delanaga's writings. Whether it was uncovered at this dig site or elsewhere is unclear. Oh, someday. All right. You don't deal well with silence, do you, Dr. Bodley? I haven't played Deltarune, so I guess no? Question mark? You should learn to enjoy silence. It is quite nice. Okay. I missed, really. Yeah, they're scary in Insanity. Thank goodness I kind of kitted up my allies. Stop that. Beautiful. As the last geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. How they crawl with such efficiency. They're just designed that way. Damn, already into the 5s. It's been a good day. A Raiko? Damn. You discover a number of encrypted geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Yeah, someone's gonna want that. That's some good shit we're packing these days. Some good shit. Key incendiaries. I don't need to do this. I'll only ever be using the assault rifle and the sniper with the main character. Really? Okay. What am I using? Naginata? Yeah, okay. Striker Force, huh? And we didn't get any cool shotguns yet. Okay. You're gonna do unspeakable things to your brain, like tell it to quiet down. Learn to regulate your mania, that sort of stuff. Oh, okay. I see. Alright. Get me off this rock. Hey, Tally, don't suppose you're curious about some gaff shit?
Looking for supplies?
Sure, that's what
Let's
I'm
see what you
looking
got.
for.
You bet, Commander.
Definitely not looking to sell a bunch of shit to you. That would be crazy. Alright, you a 3 or below, you're out. Nah, 3 below, you're out. Cool. Even just like the HMWA7 would be easy mode if I got that. Okay, cool.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Yay! Easy as that. Alright. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I do want to talk to everyone, so I don't want to confuse myself by going back up to the decks. So I'm gonna save it here. And we will pick this up again at the same time tomorrow. There you go. Nice progress. We're like halfway through the upgrade tree. Because we're already at 5 out of 10 for equipment. But we still haven't done a single... Oh, I leveled up at some point. Problem for tomorrow. Still haven't done a single story thing post-Citadel. So tomorrow we will do some of the story stuff. Certainly get to Sony at the least. You never remember how much Mass Effect per game there is. It's pretty hefty. They're like 40 to 50 hour games if you're doing everything. There's also some pretty cool DLC to check out. Well, yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Hopefully you're still enjoying this laid-back, full-content Mass Effect playthrough. And even if you're not, too bad, I'm going to keep playing it, so... Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Have fun. Bye-bye.